Hi, it's Lipstick Gal. Thanks for watching. I wanted to do my January favorites. And I have a lot, so I'm going to try and jump into it really quick. But before I do, if you haven't already subscribed, would you please let me know in the comment section down below what type of videos are your favorites? And let's get going. I don't have that many fails, but I do have a favorite hack that I tried this month that I'm going to tell you about. All right, so first of all, I'm just going to tell you my favorite primer of the moment is this one I picked up recently. It's from Lancome. This is the Prep and Matte. I had a really small little container, a sample that I had been using for months, and I only use it right in through here. Here's why I use it. I tend to have mostly normal skin everywhere, and right around here in my nose, it's an oil slick. And so this really helps to, when I put it just in this area, kind of like through here, it helps to make sure that my foundation doesn't break up throughout the day, that my nose doesn't get too oily. It does really help to mattify the area, but what I love about it is it doesn't suck the life out of my skin. My skin is never really, really dry. All right, from there, both my favorite, and I'm so pleased to be able to say this, my both favorite foundations are from the drugstore. The one that I've been reaching for the most and that I am absolutely astounded is the price that it is, and you can get it at your drugstore, is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. I wear the shade, where is the shade? It's on the front. It's Porcelain L1. So it's the lightest shade they have. I feel like maybe a year ago, the reason I didn't pick this out when it first came out a year or two ago was that my skin was much fairer, but I caught a little bit more sun this summer and I'm able to wear this, and I feel like it's a really good match for my skin. What I love about it is that it makes my skin that can be just a touch dry in the wintertime, even though I hydrate like nobody's business, I layer skincare. This really does bring an extra glow to my face, and it makes my skin look skin-like. And if I do have any slight dry patches, and I'm usually not dry, it's the weather that makes me that way, this tends to not accentuate it, so I love this, highly recommend. The other one that kind of blew my socks off, and I was really surprised how much I liked it, was the Infallible from L'Oreal. This is their new up to 24-hour fresh wear. I have the shade 405. If I'm not mistaken, it's the second to lightest shade. And they came out with a new range of concealers. They're not part of the fresh wear line, but I just started trying it out, so I'll have to let you know. But this looks gorgeous. I will link below a foundation kind of trial that I did, and it had the Light Illusion on one half and this on the other, and they wore beautifully for 10 hours, both of them. I was so impressed that this looked like skin, and I would say that with one pump you get a good, medium coverage. You could definitely build it up, but I like that look where it looks more skin-like and less foundation-like. All right, for favorite powders, I feel like I have to eat my words on this one. I mentioned before how I wasn't as impressed with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder. So this is supposed to be on the bottom, it says Magic Powder under eye and face. And so I really wanted a brightening powder, a setting powder, and if you look at it, it's pink in tone. It's very finely milled. Yeah, it has a weird scent to it, but you don't, once you get it on your face, like if you were to like snip it out of a jar, it does smell kind of strange, but once you get it on your face, it's beautiful. It has a slight luminosity, there's no glitter, there's no shimmer, it just looks like glowy skin. And I like this all over the face. Now, if I'm really trying to get ready quickly, I have used this to set my under eyes, and it's not my best under eye day. For me, I'm 44, but maybe I need to use nothing but Charlotte Tilbury products, put a little bit of the pressed powder under my eyes and then a little bit of layer of this all over the face. I do love it. Also for buffing, if I go a little too crazy on the blush products, I did that today. I just take kind of like a large dense brush, pop it in here, and then just buff over. And I find that it really does help to smooth out, kind of tone down a little bit without being too much. My other favorite powder, and I have not been able to stop using this. And you may already be like, yep, we knew about that. It's the Fit Me from Maybelline. This is their loose finishing powder. I have the shade 05 Fair. I really, really like this powder. This is remarkable. This may replace a lot of the loose powders that I've been buying high-end. I may just start using this. I'm really quite impressed. All right, concealers. This is the one that I've been reaching for the most, and as you can see here in the window, I have been making progress on the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer. So it has, the cap is always hard to get off, it has a sponge applicator to it. I don't deal with breakouts, so I don't feel like if I'm using this on my face to apply the product that I might be contaminating the sponge and then the product and then just spreading that bacteria all over my face. That might be something you may want to think about if you do deal with acne, but I love the way this looks under my eyes. I know there's been kind of mixed reviews. Some people didn't like it under their eyes. I really do. I do have some fine lines under here. I do have a lot of darkness, and it can at times get a little crepey. And if I try and combat the crepiness with a lot of hydration, I'm always like, more hydration, more hydration. Sometimes whatever concealer I put under can slip and slide. This doesn't. This works beautifully. Highly recommend. Another concealer that I have been using quite a bit because I wanted to see how it paired was the Light Illusion Flower Beauty Concealer. Here's the one problem I have. If you look at these side by side, this concealer is the lightest one they have, and it's more pink and a little darker than the foundation. This is L1 and this is L12. So I wish they had a wider range of concealers and had one that was lighter, maybe not quite so pink, but I do love the formula of this. I don't know whether they're planning on extending their shade range, but if they did, I would definitely like to try that. This has been the thing that I just can't stop using. It's from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Contour Wand. This is in the shade Light Medium. I love this. It's one of those, it's a cream product, has that sponge tip on the end, which I am now getting everywhere. But when you do rub it in, it just blends in beautifully. It's one of those things where, especially if you use like a damp sponge, I find that's the best way, better than a finger. It just becomes like seamless. And I think it is the most beautiful and a really great way to kind of chisel out my cheeks. Not too much, just a hair. Love that stuff. Another bronzer I've been using on days that I'm not using mostly radiant and creamy products would be the Take Home the Bronze in the shade, what is it, Oliver, from the Balm. This is a really beautiful bronzer. I do like the tone that it is. If you look at the pan, can you see all of those little raised dots? I don't know if those are like little sections of hard pan. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm not having a problem picking it up. It works really, really well for me, but I definitely do recommend this. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of cream contour, cream blush, cream highlight. And my favorite cream blushes of the moment have been the Glossier, what is this? The Cloud Paint in the shade Beam, as well as the Blush Balm from Flower in the shade Pinched. So if you look at these side by side, this is the Glossier Cloud Paint and this is the Blush Balm from Flower in Pinched. I do like the way that these sheer out. You don't need anywhere near as much as I put on my hand, but this one here tends to have a little bit more vibrancy and pop to it. The other one has a little bit more neutral tones to it. So if I'm really wanting to go for that really brighter cheek, I do use the Glossier one, but on a day where I really want it all just kind of to naturally blend together, I go for Pinched. I don't think you can go wrong. I think both formulas are truly, truly beautiful. If I am not doing all cream products, I am back in love, and I'm so glad I put it in my project pan for this year. This is Makeup Geek's Blind Date. Love, love, love this shade. And it's one of those, it has a little bit more pink to it than these two. This one's more coral, this one's more neutrally orange, and this one definitely has more pink to it, but they all give a lovely pop on the cheek. And because I'm so fair, I don't need a lot, but I love the formula of this. I love the way this works. Definitely a recommendation if you're looking for a new neutrally blush with a pop of color. All right, highlight. I've been head over heels. I finally found the way that I could make this work for me. So for a long time I had it and I was really disappointed because the first time I saw someone use it, I don't remember if it was Instagram or if it was YouTube, but I saw them put it all over their face like foundation. And I was like, yes, glowy everywhere. That doesn't work for me. So the best way for me to use this is maybe as a primer, but on my cheeks to give a little glow. And then if I'm doing kind of a cream product only day, I will use this right on the tops of my cheeks and it is a absolutely fantastic glow product. It makes you glowy, it makes you dewy, it makes everything just beautiful. So I like this on the high points. I put it like right above the brows, I put it right through here, bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, sometimes on my chin. I absolutely love this product, but I finally figured out that I couldn't just put it everywhere and say, look, yeah, it didn't work for me. The other one, I didn't think I was going to love it this much, and I put off buying it, especially when it first came out, because I was like, nope, I didn't like the original as much as I hoped I would, so I'm not getting this. And it's the Bar of Gold palette from Charlotte Tilbury. This has been everything my glowy dreams are made of. So it is the highlight that I'm wearing today. I do have a little bit of the Flawless filter on, but these three shades here, look at those. The white gold, the rose gold, and more of that bronzy gold. Oh, they just glow. Love, love, love this. Here's what's interesting. I was very curious to see what the original Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold looked like next to these guys. And it looks like it's the white gold is, let me just put it on my pinky here. So the white gold is a little bit more white, this is a little bit more yellow, and it's definitely not as deep as the bronze, and the pink is altogether different. So these are all 4 of the Charlotte Tilbury Bars of Gold. The pinky is the original that comes in this little cardboard packaging and looks like this. And I do still reach for it, but I'm not gonna lie, these 3 here are like beautiful, beautiful. I still do feel like I get just a hint more of that shimmer and kind of really finely milled glittery shimmer from the original Bar of Gold. Hence, it's not my go-to, but I cannot put this puppy down. Beautiful. I've been trying out the sample I've had for a long time of YSL's The Shock, and it's really reminiscent of kind of like a combination between a Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced and the one from Lancome, Monsieur Big, that I love so much, because you do get a ton of product that just lands right here on the brush. It does have a slight hourglass look to it. You can hardly tell because it's so covered in product. But there also is a lot of, when I put this on, I get a lot of volume. And sometimes I'll have to put like a separating mascara down first, let them get a layer of that, and then put this on. I like to use this in conjunction with others. I don't know that I would ever pay full price for this, but if I could get it at a discounted price like Nordstrom does, or buy 2 get 1 free, I might be willing to spring for it that way, or if there was a sale. But I don't know. It's good and I like it, but I don't like it more than my Mr. Big. But that doesn't mean it's not been a favorite this month, because I've been reaching for that a lot. I still can't seem to top my favorite mascara. Okay, so besides that, 2 favorite brow products. One of them floored me. It's been the e.l.f. Brow Pencil. I have the shade Brunette. This is a wider tipped pencil. Recently did some videos, and I don't know if I have them up yet or if they're still coming, but high-end and drugstore brow products. This one blew my socks off because it's $2 and it's so, so good. It's what I have in my brows today. I love, love, love this. The other one that I've been reaching for a lot, and I think a lot of it was because I put it in my project pan, and then I fell in love with it again. And then I wanted to go get another one because this one's almost done. They're discontinuing it. So this is Le Crayon Poudre from Lancome. It's a little teeny tiny pencil that you have to sharpen. I have the shade Taupe, and this has been like the brow product that has got me through the last 15 years. I would say a good strong 15, 18 years ago I started doing brows, started using this for my brows, and I used it like for a decade without looking for anything else because it was exactly what I wanted. And then I started branching out, Anastasia products and Benefit products and other things. I started using this again because I put it in my project pan for for 2019, and I love it. And I was doing a little research, and they came out with a new formula, and I'll have to leave the name below because I can't remember what it's called. as a replacement for this, and all the reviews are terrible. Everyone hates it, and everyone says the taupe shade in the new formula is nothing like this, and every comment I see is like 1 star or 2 stars. Bring back the old formula and bring back taupe, and part of me is like, do I want to burn through this? Maybe I should just, no, because I've got other great brow products, but this one has swiftly become a favorite again this month. I've been tightlining a lot more recently. I used to tightline all the time and then not put any liner on my lash line, just only shove it up into the roots of my lashes. I started doing that again. And my favorite product for doing that is from Colourpop. And this is in the shade Stomper. I don't know, do they still make this shade? It's really a really dark brown, espresso brown sort of cream gel liner. And what I love about this is I can use a really teeny tiny, where's my tiny brush? Here we go. This is a Wayne Goss number 8. That's what this is, but look how small that is. So I load it up and then I just keep my eyeball open and I stamp it along the upper waterline, especially really close to my lashes. And it stays all day and it doesn't smudge. And I'm like, oh, I forgot how good you were. Because everything else I've been putting in my tight line, I usually end up getting like a little dark tear here or I start crying. And this doesn't do that to me. So I really like these cream gel liners. Maybe it's time to pick up another color or two. All right, from there, I think we're down, ooh, shadows. Okay, we're gonna go through this quick. I have fallen in love with using my small, limited number of shade palettes again. One that I really like is Smoke Balm. I got this free. It's normally 12 bucks, I think, but I got this on a promotion when I bought stuff from the Balm this summer. And these are the shades. I can't tell you how nice it is to have, like, here are your 3 shades. So you got one that here that has some shimmer to it. This one down here also is slightly shimmery. And then a mid-toned brown. This makes like the easiest, and I don't have to think about it, eye look. I love this, and they wear it really, really well. And kudos to having that little stripe like a matchbox, like hence the Smoke Bomb. Love this. All right, another one I've been back into using. I picked this one up before Thanksgiving. This is the Tickled Peach from Too Faced. Again, limited colors. I really, really like this. I love this kind of medium brown here, and then these richer shades at the end, but they're all just beautiful. Love it. Have been using that a lot. Another one that I have been reaching for, I forgot that I had it, and then I went through and showed you my collection. I was like, oh, forgot how much I love that. Is this one here from Natasha Denona. It's one of her 5-pan palettes. This is in the old packaging, but it's still really good. This is the shade 2, and it's this color right here. This one. It's like everything my eyeshadow dreams are made of. I mean, they're all beautiful, like, because the lighter one is really pretty too, but this one, I'm just like, can I just shove that all over my eye, like lash line to brow bone, like, it's so fantastic. All right, lips. There are only 4 lip products that I have, like, go back to. 2 of them are from my Project Pan, and 2 are not. So for my Project Pan, I have this one from Lancome. This is the Absolute Rouge in Beige Mirage. It is, I better swipe it over here for you, the perfect pinky nude. It is sheer, it is hydrating. I don't feel like I need a mirror to put this on. I love, love, love it. The other one from my Project Pan, and I'm kind of like, why did I put this in my Project Pan? Oh no, this isn't the shade. This is a different shade, but it's one of the Lisa Eldridge Velvet lipsticks. I have been reaching for this one a lot. This one's called Velvet Morning. It's more of that orangey red one. I forgot how much I loved this. So I have been reaching for this one a lot, and it's not this one that I have my Project Pan. It's the Velvet Ribbon. All right, so the other 2 that are not in my Project Pan, I've got another one that has kind of like this little hot tamale look to it. It's from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the shade Tell Laura. I want to see how similar these are. It's another matte lipstick. They're pretty close. I feel like I get a little bit more corally orange here and just a hair more red. Are you seeing that, or am I crazy? No, the Velvet Morning is just a hair more red, and the other one has more punchy, vibrant tones to it. And the one that I'm wearing today, I love this and I forgot how great it was. It's from Colourpop. It's from the Princess Collection. This one is in the shade Belle. And I love the Luxe lipsticks, especially the cream ones. So these are the 4 I've been wearing a lot. There are some glosses that I feel like I've been trying to wear because they're my project pan, but they're not like my favorite every time I reach for them. But these 4 here, happy every single time. All right. Oh, that hack I told you about. Okay, so sometimes I've had a face makeup on all day and I need to go out and I look in the mirror and I realize, oh, we got a little bit of, you know, settling in the creases or around the creases of my nose. So here's what I do. I take a beauty sponge and a little bit of setting spray. This just happens to be Fix Plus. You know, bounce it in. And then I just quickly go in the corners here and under the eyes. And here's the other thing that I did. I was like, I'm living dangerously. I took a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury, popped it in the corner of my nose, and then mixed it out with this, blended it out. It didn't look bad at all. So to get rid of some of that redness that does collect around there and on the tip of my nose, and I was like, oh, I'm good to go again. And since you've got the glycerin from the Fix Plus and the damp sponge to kind of help melt it into whatever else you have going, I don't set my face very heavily with powder, so it's really easy for me to get away with this. But if you haven't tried it, it's a really, really great way to just kind of refresh or smooth out. So thank you so much for watching. I want to know what products you have been like again. I don't know if they're new or rediscovered in your collection or ones that you've tried so many others but you always come back to it and so it's your repurchase. Let me know what your favorites are in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching and being subscribed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.